through scattered trees, you see a concrete one-story building that's longer than it is wide, with several doors open and a small handful of people standing outside, and the sign of the Hollow Chapel on a banner. Well, you know it's the sign of the Hollow Chapel on a banner outside, which is the direction that Faedan pointed you.
That's Dr. Cad's office?
Mm-hmm.
I guess we get in line.
Okay. I say line as in like people are standing outside, but as you walk up, people don't seem to be like waiting necessarily. If that's what
it's
you
not
meant.
like a waiting line?
Not exactly. They're kind of like all there. It's not so much like waiting to get in. It's just people there being attended to.
Oh. Okay.
And as you walk out, a woman that you've never seen, with rocky skin and polished gemstone hair, looks out and sees you two. Hi.
Hi, Mrs. Rhondo.
Hi, Faena. And,
River.
Right.
River.
I heard about you.
Yes.
Hi.
How are you?
They're not feeling too good.
You look a little bruised, but from what I heard, this isn't new. This was...
No.
You need something else for it?
Yeah. They need some pain medicine.
You talked to Maeve, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
and she gave me some. I pull out the empty bag. It's gone.
Sure. Yeah, I mean...
Mr. Rhondo said we should talk to you.
Well, you should probably talk to Robert, honestly, but I can hook you up with something. Yeah, no, Maeve's great, but, a lot of her stuff is homegrown. If you're in a lot of pain, which...
And this
How
just
is
kind
my
of
pain, by the
sticks
way?
at Faena.
Give me an insight check.
13.
13? Constant. Again, kind of like being relegated to a very uncomfortable ache.
How is it compared to yesterday or the day before?
Same.
Exactly the same?
It's exactly the same. So
Okay.
it's something that you are getting accustomed to. It's not lessening. Actually, I should rephrase that. It's worse than yesterday. You were drinking all day.
That's fair. But it is not lessening in any
It
way.
is not lessening.
Okay, and
Have you looked in a mirror?
that's kind of what I was wondering is there a way for me to check and see if I look any different?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you can look in a window.
Yeah.
Really easily.
Yeah.
The bruises look different.
Oh. Different how?
Like the patterns changed. Whether it's from healing or what, hard to tell. But the bruises look... It's not the same look you had yesterday. Or the first day. So, pain?
Pain and...
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you say? 10 being, I can't see straight.
This many fingers? This many fingers.
Is numbers a problem?
No.
No, I don't think so.
No,
They might have hit their head too, so there's a bit of...
I can do numbers, but it's hard when I'm having a little bit of memory issues, so comparing it to any other state is difficult.
They fell out of a carriage.
Oh, the merchant?
Traveling on pines.
The traveling umpines? Give me a deception check. That's cocked.
Do you want us both to make it, or do you want one?
Yes.
You can both make it.
Okay.
Are you adding to this?
Oh,
or are you
both
backing?
of us are bullshitting a
You're
little
both
bit.
bullshitting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is cocked. I hate it when it does that. Not one.
And a 2.
Sorry. We're really good at this.
Wait, this is the first line that we've not gotten away with.
Yeah,
though.
we suck.
And it's with Sloan, so.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Come. Let me see what we can find for you. We got a room, a patient room. Come. You can come too, Faena.
Okay.
And they she walks you both back into the it's a doctor's office basically, not super. You see a lot of posters for how great it is to work for Pullman and Rot.
Can I read them?
Give me
I am actively trying to remember to read. By the
sure.
way.
Give me a history check.
This is not me casually glancing at it. Every time I see written words, I'm going.
Give me a history check. DC is 12.
Well, 16.
Hey.
Nice.
You're putting together the signs. They're not textbooks. They're propaganda.
But words. On paper.
And so I mean they're made to be easy to read. Big letters, bright letters. It's so good to work for the company.
Faena just shivers as she walks by.
Sloan
I'm kind of
doesn't
silently sounding
Sloan
off.
didn't even look at the posters. She's leading both of you back to a patient room.
Mm-hmm.
And as you walk in, there's a cot and a small cabinet, and she closes the door behind you and turns to both of you and goes, "Are you safe? Are you in danger?"
Again, it's hard to remember what
No,
safe
they're-
is.
they're
I know
safe.
damn good and well there's no merchant group coming through this town. There's 1,000 people in this town. We would have heard about it. Everyone would know if there was a merchant group. So, if you are in danger, now it'd be a good time to let someone know.
How trustworthy does she seem?
Give me an insight check.
9.
Sloan Rhondo has your best interest at heart. This is what she does.
And I know that she's Archer's wife. Was that clear?
Yes, because I said Mrs. Rhondo.
You did, yes.
And I did say that Mr. Rhondo.
I'm smart enough to put that
Also,
together.
yeah, Archer was also there when he said go.
We'll talk
You
to
said go talk to Dr. Cad, though. I don't think you said go talk to
I
my...
did say go
You did mention your wife.
You
talk
did
to my
mention-
wife.
Oh,
Yeah,
at the
with the-
house, though.
Yeah.
And
For
you-
the
yeah.
interview.
Either way,
I put it
you
together.
put it together. You also have only met one other person in town, or only one other family in town that is
Yeah.
made of rock people.
Just checking.
They're safe.
I don't remember anything. I'm sorry. I'm trying. I really am. But I don't remember anything, and I woke up, and now I'm...
Don't remember anything from when you woke up this morning?
No. From a few days ago. They're safe. I promise.
I believe they're safe with you, Faena. Was there danger before this that we are running from?
I don't know, but...
You look like someone took a shovel to you. Pardon my bluntness. And I can happily get you some painkillers and something for the bruising. No worries, no problem, absolutely. But I want to make sure that this is not a continuous problem.
Well, no one showed up yesterday.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Okay, no,
you
it's
know,
good to know.
No one is coming after us.
Okay.
No one has shown up at the house. No one has shown up at Faedan's. No one.
All right, Faena, it's fine. It's fine. Faedan's, are you...
River is staying with Faedan.
Okay.
I'm...
The bar or at his house?
River is offering their services for security and keeping a watch on things.
In exchange for a roof.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, that's a good idea. Faden's a good guy. Okay, no, that's fine. I just want to make sure that everyone's good.
It's fine. It is.
I believe you. I want to hear it from them.
I don't remember much. I don't remember anything before... How long? Oh,
2, 3 days.
yeah, then.
Okay. All right. So, just full blank slate before that.
Yeah.
I'm figuring out that I can read things.
Oh!
The signs in the walls. I couldn't
those
read
signs?
Oh,
Those are
don't-
horrible signs.
But I read them.
But
They're not great signs. They're propaganda. But
yeah.
the company, there are worse places to work.
My tailor shop is amazing compared to the
I don't
factory.
think she's talking about
That's Faena. The tailor shop doesn't support the whole town.
And
that
Faena
wasn't
just crosses her and pouts like a
that
teenage
wasn't
girl.
that wasn't a dig at you. But my point being, okay, reading's great. That's good, a good start. And you know your name. So
Yes, you know your name. Your name is River.
do you know is your name River?
I'm gonna roll. I want to make a deception for that.
The way you acted it.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
acted
I
it. You're a liar.
I'll let you roll if you are genuinely trying to deceive Sloane about
I think you're
this.
trying to convince me more than anything else.
Yeah, maybe it's a persuasion for you. Should I do disadvantage?
No.
Okay, well it's a 9.
Are you
trying to persuade me?
Persuasion, yeah.
That's my name. Now.
Is there a name that we should tell people is not here if they are looking for that? Okay, that's the first actionable piece of information you've given me. I'm glad to know. No, it's good. You're staying at Faedan's. You are here just for painkillers.
Mm-hmm. And?
I'm really trying to remember things. And Maeve said that she couldn't help with that.
Maybe you could? For concussion?
I mean, there's not much we can do to return, like, memories. I don't know. Like, we're a medical facility for factory workers and miners.
Can you just check to make sure they didn't hit their head too hard?
A lot of bruises on that head. I can look. Come here. And she tries to like delicately like touch over. Everywhere she pushes hurts.
Everywhere? Equally?
Yeah, there's not any one spot that's like, this doesn't. She's like, there's so many scars on your head. Were you in the war?
I
What?
would love to answer that for you.
Yeah, that's
No,
fair.
of course they weren't. You weren't in the... You couldn't have been in the war.
Sorry, war?
I don't think you've got I have no... I can't rule out a concussion. I don't have a reason to think currently that you have a concussion. But I look at someone who is as tall and broad as you, and covered in scars, and my brain immediately goes, were you
They're not a black and green.
in the war? Not...
They're not in the war. They're not a black and green.
I don't think that... Faena, I don't think they're a black and green. I'm
Okay, good.
concerned that if you have brain damage of some kind and you are this... People are coming back all the time with, like, awful injuries from the front lines. Like, that's my concern, is that you were a soldier and somehow ended up here not realizing where you came from. But, like, that doesn't... Faena, why would I think that they're a black and green? Is this because of what happened last night? I am fairly in the know on what went down last night, and I'm pretty sure that they're gone. I'm not super worried about that, and I definitely don't think that our new friend here is on the wrong side of the brush fire. You can breathe easy about that.
Now there's fires?
Oh, it's a term for the war.
Oh, okay.
Why don't we get you some painkillers? Can't do anything about the concussion, but if there was a concussion, but you can keep an eye on it. Have you been, like, reading? how's writing?
Paper. I still have that paper. I can write these, and I know what sounds they make. And then I've been able to start putting them together.
All right. That's a good start. Help. And she goes into the cabinet and like ruffles around for a minute and goes, hold on. I'm gonna grab you something. And she leaves the door cracked, ajar.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. But she's nice, and I just really want help, and I'm sorry, Faena.
You got lucky. And that's all Faena's gonna say.
Are you sitting on the bed with... I'm assuming I sat on the bed. Are you sitting on the cot next to me, or are you standing up?
I'm standing up.
Oh, I'm gonna, like, scoot as close as I can, just, like, try to push my leg against. Just be like...
She'll allow it. She's not looking at you.
You're waiting on Sloane to come back, and there is a bit of noise outside the hall. Like, people are working. There is a doctor on site. Dr. Cat is seeing patients. He has Sloane as his assistant. From somewhere out in the hallway, you hear glass break. And just a very, not quietly enough, Struth. Can you help me with can you help me grab that? And you hear another voice,
Is that Dakota?
deeper woman's voice call back at him like, Dakota, if you just put the shit back up there.
Dakota. Faena goes, peeks her head, and
It's a hallway. There's more doors.
So it's not coming from the hallway?
Oh no, it's coming from the hallway. When you poke your head out, you see a hallway with more doors.
We don't see Dakota.
No,
in the
but
hallway?
you gathered from where Sloane led you. These are patient rooms.
Okay. Faena's gonna sneak.
I'm directly behind you.
Faena's gonna turn around. Don't leave.
Why not?
Don't.
Fine. Sits on the bed like a patient little child.
And she's gonna snoop.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
Of course I'm trying to be stealthy. Do I need to be stealthy? Probably not. But am I going to be stealthy? Yeah.
Give me a stealth check.
8.
You walk down the hallway as quietly as you can. There's plenty of stuff going around. It's not far. It's literally the next room down and across the hall that you see some commotion. And hear someone, like the sweeping of a broom and glass tinkling. And you look in for a second and you see Dakota Rigby on the bed of the patient, like on the patient's cot.
Mm-hmm.
Not looking great. Looking not super good. Like deep circles under his eyes, and there are several bottles of various colored things next to him. There's in the room is a short, stout woman who is sweeping up. She's faced away from you. Her hair is buzzed up, very short, in a like platinum blonde flat top. And she is trying to like sweep up the glass. She looks up. She's facing away from you. Looks up at Dakota and goes, I swear to God, Dakota, what kind of fucking soldier were you? You don't know there's a girl sneaking into your room. And she like turns and goes, yeah, hey, you, what's up? She's 5'2".
Soldier? Soldier? Dakota
You
was
asking-
a soldier?
Dakota?
Dakota?
Yeah.
Faena's making that connection for the first time.
Dakota? This girl didn't know you were a soldier, Dakota. Opens his eyes for the first time. Oh. Hey, Faena.
Dakota?
What's up? You need something?
I should be asking you.
I don't know what I need yet.
Are you okay? And Faena starts looking at all the jars with various...
Hey. this isn't you. You don't deal with this. What do you know about magic?
Magic?
Yeah, that's a good start. So you're gonna back up, out of the room. Sit, and like Dakota's already trying to get up. He's like, just leave her. No. I don't. He's like,
No, I'm a friend of Dakota.
As everyone's a friend of Dakota.
No, but Dakota is coming to talk to me.
I was like, see, I am. And she turns back and is like, it's like, no, you don't play. And before she can, like, Dakota's already up on his feet. Well, he's sitting. And he looks bad. You see he's got his shirt off, and there are like the veins are like pushing out against his skin from up here, moving down. He's like, Faena Criminds, this is Iron Grip Drew.
Sure.
This is Faena. Leave her alone. She's fine. We're figuring out some stuff here. And Drew full on is like, we would be if we weren't breaking all the bottles. So, and she finishes sweeping up and dumps him into a trash can.
Why are you?
After about 30 seconds, I followed Faena.
Totally fair.
Why are you? Are you okay?
I don't. No.
No, fair
Hi,
enough.
big person.
River, get in here.
Flops the rain.
River.
Hi. Fancy seeing you.
Yeah.
Hi again.
Hi.
Different
River, do you
doctor.
want to give Dakota a hug?
What a wait. They don't. Hold on. I don't know this person. And Drew is like full. Like, whoa. Who's? I don't know who this is. I don't know who you are.
I'm sorry. It's just River and Dakota have, fond memories from hanging.
Deception check.
Please roll good. Please. I'm begging you. Gotta roll.
Oh,
Please
you
roll
gotta
good.
roll well.
Dear. Gracie, please. Oh! And the negative.
Do you want to know the
18?
DC? Doesn't matter.
What was it, 15?
Oh, no. Iron Grip Drew rolled a 19.
So did she, but she has -1.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no. And with the broom, just tries to push you out of the room. No.
Excuse me. I am a Crimmins. Do you know what that means?
I thought you look like a fireball to me.
I am a Fairbolg.
Well, why'd you call yourself a Crimmins?
You're not from here.
I am not. What do I look like? Do I look like I grew up in Godfell?
Did you grow up in Jondu?
I grew up in... No, what? Jondu? Do I look like I grew up in Jondu?
I don't know.
I'm 5'2". I didn't grow up in Jondu.
Dakota, where do you think they grew up from?
Like, full on, like, through pain, Dakota is cracking up. Like, Drew? Mm-hmm. Drew's from Plenty. So,
Where are
but
you
it's
from?
really...
Where are you from?
I'm from the Sargus Trail.
The what?
The Sargus Trail.
What does that mean?
It's a... we having this conversation? Did you come in here to ask me where I'm from?
No, I came in to check on you, but now I want to know what that means.
Give me a history check.
I'm trying to see what's wrong with Dakota. See if I can see what's wrong.
Oh, nice.
Could have used that beforehand.
Physically happening? You can physically see the veins. Is it a 20?
It's a natural 20.
Excellent. I'll answer that in a second. You can physically see like the veins not quite reaching his heart because it's on this side of him, but like from his neck up, darkening. He's already got pretty dark skin, but you can see like it's turning like a weird like dark, nasty purple color, pushing up from his skin, like lifting off. More than just like throbbing, like lifting up. And you see he's got like there's several times where people have like put band-aids on him, or bandages like on like at the ends of the veins. Okay. The Sargus Trail is in the Blitzen Fields. which you know with a natural 20, God only knows who you picked this up from. Someone talking, your mom reading the fucking Weekly Ray, the local newspaper. The Blitzen Fields is in many opinions, the Blitzen Fields is considered an ungoverned territory that is completely wild and is run by anarchic tribes of people who don't really have a government.
In Godfell, or
no, the Blitzen Fields is another
another
nation. It is another territory in Dowermond. People don't consider it a country because it doesn't have a leader.
Gotcha. How close to it?
Real far.
From
Godfell?
From Jandu.
Oh, from Jandu. Adjacent.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll give you it's with a 20. It's Godfell, Grumboshlik, Jandu, the Blitzen Fields.
Oh, okay.
It does kind of go on a radius,
like a circular clock. Yeah.
A little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That's from my perspective. Godfell.
Okay.
Godfell, Grumboshlik, Jandu, the Blitzen Fields.
Right.
But the Blitzen Fields are kind of the south of the continent in terms of like the center, and then it breaks into more landmass this way, more landmass this way.
So you had to learn commerce.
What?
You had to learn commerce, or did they speak?
I mean, I picked it. We use it for work and stuff, but yeah, it's not what I traditionally spoke.
It's just.
What languages do you speak?
Can this wait? We're trying to figure out some stuff here right now, and
Right.
not...
Bottles and everything. Drew,
Right.
would you please get some bottles, please?
Persuasion to a disadvantage.
I'm
Please,
kind of
another
slowly
napkin.
creeping closer to try and get as good a look at
Please.
like
What's
the
happening?
black
You can do
veins
it.
as possible.
I got a 16
Oh, that's really good.
And a 20.
and a 16.
Oh, okay.
So, what persuasion?
Yeah.
Persuasion -1, so 15.
Drew looks at you and goes, "Why don't... Look, because we need more bottles, I'm gonna go get more bottles."
And you're the perfect person to do that.
I don't... Who is this? Why don't you... Out of the room. Step back. And she's going to push you with the broom until you are out of... Standing in the doorway. She goes, "You don't cross this line. You got me?"
Mm-hmm.
She like turns and walks away.
Just leaving me in the room?
I was like,
Yeah.
she pushed you both like
Dang
to
it.
the doorway. But you can get a medicine check.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to
Yeah.
get close enough to see.
How does Faena get away with all of her bullshit? I will never know.
Good rolls at the right times.
I got a 7.
Something inaccurate, or sorry, something not native, foreign, is in Kairos, is in Dakota's veins. And at a guess, from the way that the bandages seem to be at end points, it's spreading. You see the bottles around, and one of them has very clearly blood in it. But you rolled high enough that you recognize the blood is separated. Red blood cells have separated from the
Soot?
yellow. No, it's other things in your blood.
Plasma.
Plasma. Thank you. From the plasma. I was trying to remember back when I used to sell my blood. The red blood cells have separated from the plasma, and then you do see at the bottom of that a thick layer of something, a deep gray color. The other bottles seem to have various colored liquids in them, with what looks like a similar like dark gray at the bottom of each one, but not like a thick layer of it. More like, if you had to guess, especially with your medicine check, they've been testing it against other things. And you see, like, the various bottles, like, some of them they've changed in different ways. Like, you could see, like, one of the bottles is bubbling. One of them has a thick, like, layer of what looks like fat on top of it. And, like, there's about 5 or 6 of those that they've been using to test to try to figure out exactly what's going on.
So are you going to hand the thing? Okay.
So, my friend here, River, as you know, has been practicing writing, and since you must know a lot of languages, can you help? Because I only speak commerce, and do you still have the?
Yeah, I pull out my sheet with my scribbles on it.
Takes the paper from you.
Goes right back to the line.
Opens into it, or opens it up and is looking at it. I'm not really sure. I could take a couple cracks at it. Why? What do you think it's from?
Faedan thinks it's from Rhondo, which is close to you, right?
I mean, kind of. The adjacent territories, but I'm not. It's not really the same, for a lot of reasons.
Do you know any phrases or words in John Dewey and
Jondon?
Yeah, that.
Hold on. And you see, like, he doesn't even, like, try to grab a pencil. He full on just, like, sticks his finger in the bottle of blood, and draws a few of the symbols that he's unfamiliar with on the board. Or, like, on the wall. He goes, I'll have to be honest with you, I'm a little preoccupied, but if you like, I can think on it and try to come back to you.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, you're busy with. You should. Do you know what symbols you're?
What?
Do you know what symbols you need to read, or?
I just wrote them on the wall.
Right, in your blood.
Yeah, I'll look them up. There's a lot going on right now.
Don't you need that for testing purposes?
That. Oh, no, that's old. We're still running some tests, and at this point, Sloane walks back up. He's like, everyone good here?
Oh yes, just saying hello to a friend. It was so good to see you, Dakota. I hope you feel better.
Hands you a bottle. It's about that big. It's a glass bottle with, it's corked, and you see a bunch of, like, capsules in it. It's like, here, take. I'd say 2 of them a day, maybe 1, maybe 2, maybe 1 in the morning and 1 at night. I think is probably better than 2 at once, and that should help with that. And here, and she hands you just a blank notepad with a pencil. It's like, a good idea that could help is to start writing down things as they feel familiar to you and follow the breadcrumbs.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yep.
And I'm going to turn back to Dakota. Can I ask you one more thing? It doesn't have to do with words, I promise.
No, it's all right. And about that time, I think, is when Tobias walks in, half dragging his daughter Tobi into the doctor's office. You do hear a little bit of a kerfuffle as someone's like, hey, and she's like, no, we have an appointment, and walks through. Tobias walks carrying Tobi, sees Sloane, and goes, Look, we need to see someone right now. Tobi is not feeling well. She is feverish. She has a flu. It is bad. So much troubles. Need to see Dr. Cad right now. And so it's like, sure. And as starts dragging you, you see Faena and River.
Do I also see Dakota?
Give me a perception check, which is not high, as he is dragging you towards Sloane.
Okay.
Oh,
Ain't no fucking way.
A natural
nat one.
one?
Yes.
You blind. You're high.
Bro. Are you? Bro.
Got a hair in your eye.
Drags you forward.
it was lovely seeing you, Dakota.
Going clutch.
You know what? I'll honor it.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you.
No.
This time, I'll
Thank
honor it.
you.
I'll let you
Yeah.
have it.
It's for Nala.
Yeah. Yeah, Tobias is pulling you forward, not paying attention to what's going on with them. But as says that you looked in the office, and as you turn and see Dakota, you feel an elbow shove you, and then you get also shoved as this little 5'2" burly woman pushes back through. It's like, why is there what everyone get out? What is this crowd doing
Ow.
here?
Because she elbowed me.
Yeah, no,
And
she elbowed you hard.
I'm in pain.
Yes.
I'm like, ow, ow,
Did
ow.
she elbow me?
Yeah, she did.
Did you two bump into each other at any point?
At the
I should say
hospital.
elbowed as in I'm pushing through, not to be
physically
hurtful. As in you are blocking my way to Dakota.
Yeah.
And pushes through everyone. Turns back and is there a show going on or something?
And then I look at Dakota, ignoring what she just said, and I'm like,
He looks real bad.
Dakota, do you know what's going on? And then I show him my shoulder.
Oh, that's awesome. What happened to you?
Faena looks over at River. Just a quick glance.
I look at him and I'm like, I don't know,
What? Sloane, can you grab a bed in here? Another one? We're gonna have to test some things in here, please. And Sloane's like, sure. And goes to grab another cot.
okay. And then I tell him the truth. I'm like, Pullman, when we were at the factory, he clawed me, sort of. I don't know, but it was really sharp when he grabbed onto me, and he kind of punctured it, and then now I have this. Is that what happened?
No, I think I'll go a little closer to the source.
Wait, who?
What?
I don't...
Pullman? Kairos Pullman.
Drew grabs all four of you. Faena specifically, because you got the introduction. Yeah. When Iron Grip Drew grabs you by the wrist and pulls you in, you feel it's such a tight grip that you're ah, did you just bruise my dainty? Pulls you in.
Oh.
All four of you, including Tobias. In closes the door, and full on with the broom still in her hands, in front of the door.
Well, you didn't need to pull that hard.
I'm gonna grab her wrist and hold it.
It's not damaged. It's
I know.
just hurt.
I'm just going
Yeah.
like this. I'm like, how dare you hurt my Faena?
She is, again, 5'2".
I don't care.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You hurt my
Grip
Faena.
She's a-
Drew.
yeah. Iron
Faena
Grip.
is injured.
Oh, I just meant the visual is this.
Yeah.
I know.
But pulls you both in and is talking and Dakota looks and goes, so, this isn't really. I don't know what's going on with with your thing. This is bad.
What do you mean? What?
We're
actually?
trying to figure out right now exactly how bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kairos did this to you? And to you?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
kind
they
of ran into him.
They grabbed you by the shoulder, didn't they?
But Kairos
Them,
isn't
yeah.
magic, right?
This is magic.
I don't know.
I guess it depends on what you call magic.
What do you call magic?
Well, it's a broad term, really. That's kind of an umbrella term used to anything that doesn't quite fit into the normal 4 elements. So, point being, yeah, sure, it's weird. If it's weird, it's magic, then yeah, it's magic.
How far are the veins?
They're not nearly spread as Dakota's. They're maybe a few inches off from like the little, like the puncture marks. But when Kairos grabbed you, it was like a thumb and fingers, and so you've got like, and they're spreading out blackened veins about that far from since it happened. He's like, so we've got a small problem. Firstly, is I haven't quite figured out what the source of the contamination is. Secondly, remember that one time that you got really hurt
Yeah.
and I fixed it?
Yeah.
Can't do that right now because I can't risk whatever's going on here going into you.
She was hurt and you just fixed it?
I didn't just fix it. It took years and years of study.
What does that mean?
It means I have a skill. Look,
Explain it to me like I'm a child.
Faena, all right, look.
Okay, I am a child,
No,
but still.
I can purify and fix what's going on in Tobi, probably. But the problem is I need my blood to do it. And my blood currently has something fucky going on with it, and I can't fix it.
Tobi
Physician,
is super
heal
scraped
thyself.
up, right?
Yeah. I'm super scraped up. Bruised face.
Do you have any scrapes on your hand or arm?
Yeah.
I'm gonna gently approach you and like say, can I look at that?
Sure.
I'm gonna find a very small like scratch or scrape,
All right.
and I'm just gonna see if I can do the same thing I did with Faena.
How are you attempting this?
I'm trying to set my mind back to when I was with Faena and how she made me feel safe, and seeing Tobi in front of me who looks terrified, and I've only seen at this point beat up and looking terrified.
Yeah.
And I want to just make them not scared anymore.
You're pulling from my wholesome memory.
Yeah, I
You're pulling.
I don't think this is gonna work, but we're gonna find out. Okay.
That's right.
Give me a d20 roll. The DC on this is 20.
What am I rolling? Do I know?
You don't know. You're pulling from an emotional memory.
17.
Plus what?
They don't know.
I don't
No,
know.
well, you plus
I
what?
do know.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's high.
Okay.
That's a high number.
Pushes, like, as you're like holding this small cut on the side where Tobi was thrown into the wall.
Oh, this side. This side.
Regardless.
This is
Bruised,
for me.
cut. It's not just the cut. It's also they're bruised.
Sprained. From
Are
punching.
you left-handed?
He had grabbed me on this side, so I punched him with my left.
Oh, fair enough. Okay, yeah, sprained wrist, and bruised up the side, and you like hold that, and you like check and feel in, and that same. Well, you're getting that feeling back. Tobi, you get a strange sensation like you're holding your hand up to a candle in a cold room. And it's not hot enough to like, you don't think burn. But as you like hold it there, and just as the idea comes to you, like, that's weird, and I'm gonna and the pain in your wrist goes away. And as you go to like respond, do you let go?
Yeah.
As you go to let go, like you shake it, and you can feel that warmth spreading up through your arm, up through your shoulder, and like reaches your neck. It doesn't quite reach all the way to your other shoulder, but it does. Like as you like feel like the pain and that ache is gone, and you look, and your hand is not good as new. But like those scrapes and cuts that you were covered in are tiny little scars now, healed up as if long since cured.
We have to go.
Is that how you do it?
Are you taking it, Dakota? Do what? It's not super obvious.
Yeah.
Like the cuts are healed and the bruising's gone down. Like the bruising is healed, but like it's like Tobi's wearing. Are you wearing short sleeves?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, you can see like the Okay, then yeah, the bruising's healed. Like Dakota sees like, but like Dakota's attention is on this. And he sees this like, oh, is it better?
This side is.
Is better?
Yeah.
Did you do something?
No. We have to go.
Did you? Wait, no, please stay.
We should go. Faedan really needs us at the. I mean, my mother is going to kill me if I'm late again. I'm sorry. You know how my mothers are.
He signals, and Drew steps away from the door.
Thank you. It was so lovely seeing you. I hope you feel better. Come on, River. We have to go.
Please.
Tobi?
Yes.
Tobi, it was nice seeing you. And it was nice seeing you too, Drew.
Like doesn't talk to you. Dakota, like, you know where to find me. I'll be right here, fucking with these bottles.
And Faena just leaves like a scared deer,
Are you
dragging you.
dragging me? Okay, I'm not gonna resist her dragging me.
Okay, you have a little notebook and pencil and some painkillers, and you guys head out. You're still there. How's your arm?
It hurts a lot less.
Well, that's good. How's the other shoulder?
The same. I guess it didn't really get to that side. I don't know. Maybe they can't heal this side.
Small blessings. How's the rest of your body?
Still in pain. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's a Band-Aid. Interesting. How much do you know about that person?
River? Not much. I just saw them when with the whole mining thing at the hospital. So.
There's a moment where like you guys are talking and Tobi, your father, like looks to Dakota and goes, "Can you watch her?" He goes, I mean, yeah. And Tobias gives you a kiss on your head and goes, "I will be right back. Stay here. I will come back for you in a moment."
Okay.
And he slips out. You don't hear his footsteps as he leaves.
He's so cool. He's so cool.
Sloane comes back a moment later and like looking at it. Where's Faena and River?
They had to go talk to Faedan or something.
Okay. Rolls a cot in and unfolds it in Dakota's room. Is like, why don't you pop a squat and we're gonna we'll see what we've got going on here.
All right. Are you gonna take my blood too? As I'm like looking at all of the vials.
Sloane looks at Dakota and Dakota goes, I mean, maybe, but probably not for a minute at least.
All right. And then so I sit down.
Okay. What are the boys up to?
The boys.
Well, we were on our way to find Dakota.
Yep.
Where were you going to go look?
Where he lives.
Yeah, his house.
Oh, I should clarify. Dakota doesn't have a house anymore.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
factory.
Though you guys know the wizards who work for P&W live in dormitories on site.
Oh shit.
Oh.
They were at the Germaning.
I mean, I guess we're going.
Ask around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, without much trouble. Give me a general investigation check. I'm seeing DC 5.
16
Great.
plus
11.
Plus 11.
19.
DC 5 plus
Sorry,
11.
I'm sorry. I was
Numbers are hard.
great. Yeah, you guys asking around. Get up to the get to Dr. Cad's. And honestly, like as long as that took, like you guys could have come back. You guys would be here about now.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you walk in looking. You see Sloan talking to Dakota and Drew.
Okay.
And Tobi's there.
When we found out that Dakota was in the hospital,
Sure.
that would have increased my pace. And
Fair.
I would have quickly tried to get there. And I'm like rushing in to look around.
Yeah.
Seeing Sloan. I go,
Hey,
where's Dakota?
he's right down here. He's got a room. He and Iron Grip Drew are trying to sort some stuff out with what's
Okay.
going on.
Okay, great. And then I'm gonna like walk into the room.
Yeah, right. Come on.
Seeing Iron Grip Drew and Tobi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, all three are still there. As far as timeline wise, they all just left.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
figure. Walking in, and it just takes me a second because now I'm like taking in Dakota.
Yeah, you see Dakota, you see Drew, you see the bottles.
Yeah. See Tobi.
Tobi's got that's like a neckline. I'm assuming you've got that covered up, or is it,
No, it's still.
it's out?
exposed,
You're, like
yeah.
getting some air on it. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, you see everything.
I just look back at Faedan. Just like, Dakota, are you okay?
No,
Are you feeling like?
I feel awful. We've been trying to figure out exactly what got into my blood. So far, we've established that it is bad.
Yeah.
If you want to really get into it, we've established that it's anathracite related, which is, from my part, worse. But also it means that I can't do any fucking magic without risking. I mean, I can, but like I can't figure out what's wrong with Tobi here because I can't diagnose her.
Because of
Because this might get in there.
This is Nala.
Yeah.
Does he not think it's the same thing?
He doesn't know for sure.
Okay.
Wizards stealing facts.
I kind of like walk up to him like at his bedside. I'm just like, and a little bit of a hushed tone. I'm just like, fuck. I'm sorry, Dakota. If I wasn't insisting you to help him, this wouldn't have happened to you.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I really want to blame you because I would have left Kairos Pullman to die on that beach. But it's not your fault. Because if I had known this was going to happen, there's no way you could have persuaded me. So it's my fault. I do good at heart. Just had to save the day.
Aren't you just so sweet?
I'm honestly the sweetest, and full on Drew kicks him. Like, I'm not here for that shit. We're here to fix this shit. Yeah. Hey, Miracle Boy.
Hey. You can't do magic?
Oh, I can do magic.
No,
and,
no. I mean, you can't do magic right now. Just.
And as he like snaps, you watch as a cut opens up in his finger, and blood drips upwards, like fighting gravity, fills a little ball, and it starts glowing with filling the whole room with like a red light. He's like, I can do magic. and it drops back into his hand, and he like absorbs it. Because I can't figure out what this is, and I can't figure out what that is. I can't. Look, I can do magic. I can't do a lot of my specialty because it requires my blood, which currently is tainted.
But I have
What?
the wand you
You
gave
have
me.
a wand?
That? Don't point that over here.
Oh,
Keep that up. Point it
okay,
up
fair.
or down.
Okay.
No, that's just a weapon.
You have
That's
a
it?
wand? How do you have a wand?
He gave it to me.
You
for
gave him a
protection.
wand?
We went after Kairos Pullman.
I can't believe you didn't let him die.
Well, it was a
We needed answers.
sorry choice of judgment for me. That is just a weapon. That's honestly a rare artifact now because we can't make any more of them here. So, boom, Sunburst Falls original.
But it can't do anything. It's just
No, it's got 4 charges. When they're gone, they're gone.
okay.
It works. I put magic in there. It's not a conduit from me. You can use that 4 times. 4 times. I'm not asking for it back. Got others. Don't tell anyone.
I'm gonna look over towards. Is the door open or closed?
It's open.
I'm gonna look over at Drew. Mind closing that door? Dakota, do you remember when you showed up to the factory? What did you see from what Kairos was doing?
When I got to the factory, I saw Kairos attack Tobi.
Okay.
And frankly, wasn't having that. So I pulled them out of the factory and lit into them because, frankly, they've been asking for it for a long fucking time. And frankly, between you and me, it's a good thing that you split it up, or I might be in jail right now.
Yeah. Well, we've been trying to figure out a way how to get Kairos into jail. And I spoke with Kelly, basically insisted to go arrest Kairos because of what he did to Sherman. But we need witnesses. And
Right.
my initial thought was hopefully you, because, well, you
I
could
can-
handle yourself. But
I can also absolutely say that I saw it.
But now my other thought, and I look over at Tobi, is, Tobi, did you see what Kairos did?
Right now, Toby's just kind of having like a little silent panic attack. Just hearing about like everything that with the factory. And I'm like, and thinking about everything that just happened. I'm like, yeah, I did. And she's just staring at the ground.
Okay. I never told Kelly who the witnesses are, so you guys are at least safe on that. But my thought was to hopefully get that on paper to get Kairos arrested, but I don't feel comfortable seeing you in this situation right now, both of you.
I mean, I'll be perfectly honest with you. And he looks to Drew, and Drew looks at the bottles. Our situation might be a little more urgent
That's what
than a conviction. But besides that, you arrest Kairos Pullman. What's the plan there? How far up are you gonna? He's not going to. They're not going to be in prison in Sunburst Falls. You're gonna take him somewhere else.
it wouldn't be my job to take them somewhere else, to bring over someone from the Pentashire to escort them once they've gone through the proper procedure.
Yeah, just it's going to carry up the chain. Hollow Chapel's going to convict Kairos Pullman.
Yeah, do you really think that's gonna happen?
What's the other answer?
No, I don't have one.
I have.
I'm just pointing out that if arresting Kairos Pullman is the end game, that's quite potentially like rolling a ball up a hill and expecting it to stay there.
We run things in society in a certain way, and I can't go across that line and look at my children in the eye and tell them that truthfully, if you do everything right, everything's going to work out for you.
Between you and me, and I appreciate where you're coming from, but if you want your laws to affect Kairos Pullman, Kelly Barber's not the one you need to be talking to. You need to be talking to Orsus Braun.
And who's that?
Your Pentishire.
Okay.
Because Todrick Gamlin's not going to do anything that requires him to get off his butt. And Kelly Barber works for him. I'm not even a part of this town, so...
But you were here when it happened. You know.
No, I'm just mean, like, in terms of, like, how you all handle things. This is, like, your laws and your customs, so it's up to you how you want to handle it. But if, from what I do know in my interaction with the governments of Godfell and the Orsus Braun is who you're going to want to talk to, because he's the only one who's going to have enough pull, short of going to the Hollow Chapel, but they put him in charge, so take it up the chain, take it to the mouth of the chapel, but you're not going to get it taken care of here.
Right. Well, let's focus on getting you two settled right before we start any legalities with someone else. Do you have, I know you may have just been starting, but any leads on where this could be going?
A grave. Which is what we are trying to fix.
How much time?
I mean, put it this way, it's going to be short. It's going to be shorter than an anthracite poisoning, and longer than a knife to the gut. And I do want to point out, sorry, Tobi, for the poor bedside manner, but I don't know that what's going on with you is the same as what's going on here. Which is what I would like to figure out for sure first. So don't take what I say about my condition as yours.
Okay. But we got it from the same person.
Sure, I can...
Around the same place.
Yeah, sure. I can stab you with a knife or hit you with the butt end of it. It's two different kinds of damage. So I don't want you... I don't know. Did you touch Kairos Pullman's blood?
No, I don't think so.
Then you don't know it's the same thing. So...
Dakota.
Oh, I had a better metaphor about a snake and I didn't think of it in time.
Dakota, you have to be okay. Please.
Working on it. Got my best gal on it. And Drew just like, shut up. But honestly, we're here to make weapons. We weren't exactly hired for our outstanding medical reputations. So we're figuring it out.
Is there anything that we can do? Like anything you need us to bring you?
Honestly, I could use a stupid amount of salt. And Drew's like, that's not going to serve as a proper conduit. He's like, no. I was like, once we mix it in the water, it'll be a sterilizing agent. And the two of them start bickering about, it's like, salt, just bring me salt and we'll see what we can do from there. And and they're just going at it for a moment, back and forth about wizardy things. You guys sticking around?
I'm going to turn to Tobi and go, Do your parents know?
Is Tobias not in here? He left. Yeah. My dad knows. He's the one that saw it first.
And he's the one that brought you here?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's just stepped outside for a second.
Okay.
I haven't told my mom yet. We kind of just found it and came here.
I think your dad did the right thing bringing you right away. Yeah, I'm sure you'll tell your mom. And we're gonna try to figure anything out. And if you figure out anything, any lead, we could jump on that, find something. I don't have a job anymore, so my time's free to like read or find something. I don't know. I hear garlic is good. Would garlic help? Like, you know, like.
I'll be honest with you.
Garlic and mint or something.
I appreciate where you're coming from with that.
Yeah.
Garlic is a no.
Okay.
Garlic would be bad. Copper, if you've got any, actually might work better.
There's a whole factory that just kind of blew up.
Well, if you can salvage some, might be helpful. I'm aiming for salt, and as you say, like not salt. If you get you know what? If you can bring us some lead and a bunch of potatoes, honestly, I think that's gonna be our best bet here. And like just. Not the potatoes thing again. We're not doing that. It's a dumb idea. So like, I have read a lot of people who had a lot of success with it. And back to the two wizards bickering.
Lead and potatoes.
If it's... Maybe this is weird, and I don't know how we'd get it. But if it's from Kairos Pullman's blood, do we need to get his blood?
I will tell you right now that if you bring Kairos Pullman in front of me at this moment, I will end their life.
I second that. I think I'm just gonna actually kill him. There's no way he isn't a part of what happened in the factory. I know that scheming little son of a bitch had something to do with it. And I'm just kind of going manic. I'm like, I can't die. My mom has already gone through too much. This is something that she cannot, no. Okay, and then I just feel myself getting like hotter and hotter. And I'm like, so we need to find an antidote. I don't care if it's lead and potatoes. I don't care if it's salt and water. We need to find something now.
Dakota's eyeballing you, and for a moment, just like watching. And Drew goes, hey, do you always spit fire when you're mad?
Yes! Yes!
We're gonna cut from there. Where did you guys go after that?
Faena is dropping River off at Faedan's. Faena is supposed to go back to the
I
shop.
want to go to the bookstore though. River would be like
I don't have the book,
bugging you
though.
to go to the. I want to go to the bookstore.
Faena doesn't have the book.
So, can you tell me where the bookstore is? If you have to go back, I can borrow the book. And I mean, it's not yours, so I'm sorry.
You don't want me to come with you?
No, I do, but your mom is like nice, and you should do what she says.
Yeah, I know. I should, and we're just sitting here discussing this in the street at this point, fully stopped on whatever progress we had made. I know I should go there. I know I should really, but the book is at home, and I put it in my bedroom. I put it underneath my pillow so that no one would find it. And now you want to go to the bookstore? Can't we at least can't you wait for just a little bit longer?
For what?
I don't know, for me to finish up my work day.
Okay.
You're not in trouble.
Do I know how to get back to Faedan's from where we are? Because we walked here.
You can try.
I can drop you off at Faedan's, and then I can come and pick you back up. Or you can stay with me in the shop.
I remember how to get back to Faedan's. I'm 100% sure. I'll be fine. You go. Don't want to keep your mom waiting.
And there's a little bit of sadness in that moment of like, oh my gosh, kind of like, oh my gosh, my baby is growing up.
But also, like, I don't necessarily think that River really knows where they're going. But I kind of have to just trust them and figure it out anyway, I guess. And nothing bad has happened so far, so.
All right.
Fine. We meet at the bookstore after work. Understood?
Okay. Yes, I.
After work.
Yes.
Okay. And Faena heads off towards the store,
All right.
leaving River in the street.
Whose face falls and immediately regrets Faena walking away, but does not say anything.
I need a survival check to get back to Faedan.
I'm not going to Faedan's.
I thought you might not.
Yeah, that was a lie.
No.
And lie. That's why I'm like,
I know.
Where
I'm
are
having
you
problems.
going, River?
I want to see if there's anyone that I can find nearby who can tell me where the bookstore is.
Okay, in that case, just give me an investigation check. The DC to talk to someone and find a bookstore in a small town is 5.
Not 20.
She finds the bookstore. They find the bookstore.
I just walk into the
right
bookstore.
there.
Honestly,
what every section
you
is
actually
in the bookstore.
didn't have to ask anyone. You wander through, debating who to speak to, all of these strangers in town that are not super, like, you don't really know, but after walking for a little while, like, you see, just from a distance, like, keeping an eye out, Maeve's cottage. Not immediately, like, things are in the distance. You do see Faedan's house. Not a lot of places that are super familiar to you, but you walked through this town once already.
As I'm walking the town, if I start seeing places I know, I have a little notebook. I'm going to start making a map.
Okay. I want you to tell me what you are going to the bookstore to find.
I am going to the bookstore to find I want to take the book that I brought with me, and I want to see if there are any other books with, just because I'm just glancing through just images of like the same kind of hammer. I'm looking for anything else with the thing that drew me to the book. And then I also want to see if there is anything else in the language I know, which is the Jandan.
You're doing a good job picking up on some things in the town as you're walking around. And as you're going around, but you're having trouble finding the bookstore itself. Even though a lot of it's starting to look familiar as you jot things down, I think you're getting bogged down in the details. And so realizing that you've been wandering around for a while, you're like... And as you go to turn and you're looking for someone to ask, most people are at work. It's the middle, well, who don't work at the factory, I should say, but those people are kind of handling their own business. So the streets aren't super busy. And you're looking around for someone to ask, and you hear a ringing tink, 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 and looking for that sound to see like maybe there's someone you can ask about the bookstore. You follow the sound around a corner and see a shop open up, and it's warm. Like there's heat coming from this building as it's like the windows are all open, everything, and you see a sign hanging and drifting a little bit in the breeze with a nice metal hammer. And I guess we can explore that next time on The Worst of Times.
That's crazy.
Wow.
That's crazy.
I wanted a hammer. I found a freaking hammer.
We almost made it. The whole crew was almost in the same room together. Missed it by that much. Well, they say anticipation builds stuff. Where are they going? I don't know where they're going. I'm excited to see where they go, but they're talking about leaving town, and they haven't decided where. And I'm not laying it out for them. They have to make that decision on their own. Speaking of decisions, Faena left River by themselves. And where did they end up? Not the bookshop. But we got to reward those natural 20s. We'll see where that goes. Next time on The Worst of Times.